Welcome back, it's Raktar, and the time is finally upon us. I am gonna do what I said I was gonna do probably 2 episodes ago, but then I got sidetracked, and then I got sidetracked. And you know what I did after that? I got fucking sidetracked, but now I am finally on my way to what is more than likely, I mean, I actually know for a fact that it is, but if you've never played this game before, you wouldn't know that, but I'm on my way to what is the final zone. See, I could like pretend to not know and be like, I don't know, maybe it's not the final zone, but let's just be honest with ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves about the clear truth. So, dude, this has been one hell of an adventure. We met a lot of great Disney characters, but now it is finally time to approach the end. There does seem to be some interest, so in the future, even though I'm approaching the end, and it'll probably be a couple more episodes, by the way, like, don't even think that this is the last episode because I'm going to the last area, because guess what? This is JRPG, which means probably, like, 20% of the next 2.5 or 3 episodes is gonna be gameplay, and then the rest, oh my gosh, these ships are terrifying, and then the rest of the next few episodes is gonna be, and I can't beat them because I didn't save any meteor laser. Yeah, and then the next episodes after those episodes are obviously going to be 20% gameplay and like 50%, I'm not doing percents right, and like 80% cutscenes. Although I kid, I mean, how's that even possible? But seriously, that's usually how, and look what this world's called, it's not even named a world, it's the end of the world, it's the world of end of the... Ooh, and I earned a trophy, Top Gun, which maybe you just automatically earn for going through the last Gummy Ship area. Dude, ever since I upgraded my engines, all Gummy Ship areas seem really small. It's like totally awesome. Oh my gosh. Holy shit! This is it, the end of the world. I think this automatically starts an event that changes everything.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
You betcha!
But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
Well,
This is a Heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
huh?
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I'll return this. I promise.
Stupid blind optimist, Goofy. Always the dumb blind optimist. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? I appreciate Goofy and his blind optimism, and what the fuck is happening? There's the... Oh. There's new enemies, and apparently this world is a lot different than I originally thought. I forgot. I was kind of curious, actually, what was going to happen. I remember this world having a lot more to it, but I forgot in what way or how this world had a lot more to it. Man, this game, by the way, getting to the end again made me realize, like, just how satisfying a story this, like, game has. Like, at first when I started this project again, I totally looked back at the story, and I was like, this is just one of those dumb things, like how when I was a youngster, I, like, loved so-and-so movie or whatever, but it's like, if I watched that movie now, I would probably watch it and be like, oh, it's okay, but it's, like, not amazing. But this game, seriously, especially as I got towards the end and, like, people started getting okay, this is so annoying. I just want to deal damage to this guy. But as I got towards the end of this game again and just, like, everything was sort of moving and changing, I realized that I really do... Oh, I gotta hit the sword. That's how you get... When they do that move, you have to hit the sword, I think, maybe? No, maybe they just deal the damage automatically. I don't know. At first I thought you had to hit the sword, but that doesn't appear to be the case at all. But yeah, as I got into this game, I was like, man, the storyline's not as good as I remembered it. I was like, maybe I've got the blinders on from when I was a youngster, but then as I got towards the end, And now, as I think towards what's coming up, I'm just like, holy shit, I want to play Kingdom Hearts 2. And now I'm like, super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know what the only bad part about Kingdom Hearts 3 is? Like, something that legitimately pisses me off about Kingdom Hearts 3, actually. Like, I am dead serious, like, in no uncertain terms, what pisses me off about Kingdom Hearts 3 is the fact that I'm gonna have to buy a next-gen console to play it. And can I not open that box? Do you have to be standing in a certain place? Okay, there we go. You have to wait for the game to teleport you back, which is kind of weird. There we go, cool. But yeah, the one thing that actually legitimately really bothers me about Kingdom Hearts 3 is the idea that I'm gonna have to buy a next-gen console. And so you're probably saying to yourself, but Rakt, or maybe you're saying to yourself, I don't know, maybe you're saying to yourself right now, Rakt, you confirmed in previous videos that you would be buying a next-gen console? Because if you are thinking that to yourself, you're right, I have confirmed in previous videos that I'm going to buy a next-gen console. But recently, my opinions on next-gen consoles have slightly changed, and the reason for that is actually kind of weird. It's because Steam, or Valve, I guess, in particular, because Steam isn't a company, Valve is a company that owns Steam. Valve recently announced that they're going to have a thing where you can share games via the PC with other people who are like family members, which, since I share an apartment with me broha, and we love sharing games, like that's the only reason we buy games on console is so we can share with each other. So we were like talking about it, and we're like, well shit, if Valve is gonna make so you can share games from now on, maybe we don't need to get a next-gen console. But then I was thinking, so I was talking out loud to myself in a previous episode of this series, and somebody pointed out, they were like, oh yeah, there's gonna be oh shit, another one of these dudes? Wowzers, vajousers. Somebody pointed out that there's gonna be a Kingdom Hearts 2 HD, and it's gonna be on the PS4, and I was like, well fuck, I was like, with that on the PS4, and with Kingdom Hearts 3 also gonna be on next gen, I was like, maybe I'm gonna have to do what I didn't want to do anyway, and get that next gen console. But I don't know, it's definitely something I hate. I've always hated the exclusives war, the battle that consoles wage with each other to get all these exclusive titles, when really the publishers who are tricked by these people, because it's the publishers who get tricked, the publishers who are tricked by these people could make way more money if they just made the games available to everyone. But I mean, I guess, I don't know, then there'd be something about monopolies, but there wouldn't be monopolies because the companies would still be duking it out with each other to see who has the best games. The only people, and like all the companies that make consoles right now, could focus more on like hardware and making hardware type shit to maybe vie for that spot in your PC, where like Nvidia right now vies for that spot in your PC, and AMD and Intel are all fighting to get the spots in your computer. And I don't know, it really bothers me that as somebody who prefers PC gaming, the market, purely for profit purposes for them and not for what's best for the customer, has made it so it's hard to be a purely PC gamer. Like, they make it so you have to have a console in the home. And you know what's funny? The only console, as a Nintendo fanboy, the only console I want to have in my home anyway is whatever the newest Nintendo console is, because that usually is going to have the most unique games, while like Sony consoles and Microsoft consoles, they're never going to have the most unique games. Like, yeah, I know, Kingdom Hearts, whatever, but that's not more unique than what like Nintendo is bringing to the fucking table. So I don't know, I just kind of went on that weird rant here while I refought this boss. I think it's really weird that they have a rehash of this boss. Whatever item I get out of this chest had better be really awesome. I feel like this boss is actually going down a little bit faster than the first time I fought it. And the only reason I think that it's going down faster than the first time I fought it is because since I did the Coliseum tournament in between now and then, I actually gained a decent amount of levels during the Coliseum tournament. And I was thinking about it. Now I can't actually I could, but I don't own a copy of this game anymore. Actually, I do own a copy of this game. I could pop in my old PlayStation 2 memory card and see what level my character was at when I beat this game, because I'm a little bit curious, actually, where I am now level-wise compared to where I've been. All you get for rebeating that boss is Mithril? Man. If I had known that, I wouldn't have even tried. Or maybe I would have, I don't know. But, whoa. What has happened? Okay, we're going into another world of death. Whoa, these are new guys too. But yeah, I was kind of curious the other day when I was talking about, like, my playtime now versus my playtime when I used to play this game is way shorter. Like, my original file has probably like 40 or 50 hours sunk into it, while this file probably has 20 hours sunk into it, and that's only because I left the game on sometimes. Like, it shouldn't even be like 20, but it is. And I was thinking, it's probably because I got to a much higher level in the last one, too, than in this one. Like, I bet I'm at, like, level 40-something now. I was probably at, like, level 50-something or 60-something when I originally beat this game, but like I was saying, unless I pop in that old memory card, there's really no way to know. Oh my gosh. I think it's sort of ridiculous that you have to do a bunch of fights to get this stuff, but at the same time... Oh, I'm going backwards. They turned me around. I've got that kind of thought in my head right now where I could use the extra experience and... like, I can use the experience, I can use these items, because I'll probably need... I'm not gonna lie, when I fucking fought Ansem on my original file of this game, I had to use a bunch of items to win the fight, so I assume... and I am making an ass out of you and me by assuming, but it is an assumption in my head right now that I am gonna have to use a reasonable amount of items in order to win this fight. By the way, I also... so here's another thing that made me think of what level I must have been at when I originally played this game was, I feel like when I was in this area the last time I played this game, I just cut through these enemies like butter. Like, I swear that I just, like, ripped through them like no problem. But now they are legitimately posing somewhat of a challenge that I just don't remember them having. And it leads me to believe that there was definitely one of those situations where I must have been at, like, a way different level the last time I played this game, but I really have no idea. By the way, I thought I would mention this, so I was interested in the fact that the game automatically upgraded me to Firaga just by doing the storyline, but it didn't automatically upgrade my Blizzaga, or my Blizzard to Blizzaga, and I noticed something. I went and looked it up online, that Blizzaga is actually based on your MP level, and so if I want my Blizzaga, or if I want my Blizzara to go to Blizzaga, I actually just have to level up my MP, so I guess that's another good reason to be doing these fights right now. In fact, I could check my MP level right now. Well, not during this, because this is a fight, but I was kind of curious, but I forgot to do it before I started playing, to check my MP to see if there's any chance that I'm going to get Blizzaga before I get to the end of the game, so let us actually check that right now. So you have to be at level 32. But I don't know how to check that. Strength, see, my strength is 40, my defense is 27. I don't know what it means by my MP, because it couldn't mean my max MP, because that wouldn't make sense, because you couldn't get it that high. Yeah, I don't know. It said something about your MP level, and maybe the guide I was reading was mistaken, but it said something about your MP had to be a 32 in order to get Blizzaga, but it obviously, there's no way in hell that it means your magic power, because that's impossible. The game literally won't let your magic power be that high, and why can't I go to that one? Oh, I guess I have to go back, like, you have to go backwards a little bit to get to that one. Also, though, somebody suggested in the comments that it was actually Zach Powers, friend of the channel, Zach Powers, who hopefully will be appearing in another series with me in the near future, suggested that I could go talk to Eris, and it would get me Curaga. But what's weird is I went back to where you're supposed to be able to talk to Eris, and she wasn't there. So then I went to their little house in... I went to the little house in Traverse Town, and she's no longer there. So I think, and this is kind of shitty, if you miss your chance to get Curaga, it's one of those things where the game just takes it from you. They're like, sorry, you fucked up. You should have been more friendly. The problem is that, as an introvert, I didn't think to talk to characters that seemed non-essential, and talking to Eris in the castle seemed non-essential to me. So I was just like, why would I want to do that, especially during a Let's Play? But now, I feel like a fool, because having a next level cure would be pretty awesome. But, whatever. I think I'll be okay. I've got enough magical items to, like, heal me the old-fashioned way, so I'm not too worried about it. I am worried about, though, how fucking huge this world is. It is a very interesting world, but I suppose it's like the definition of what final worlds are supposed to be in games. Because it's basically like, this is what you have to... This is like, we're gearing you up because you're about to get your ass kicked on a level deeper than you could possibly understand. Also, okay, for a second there... Dude, I'm still actually legitimately, like, surprised by their use of the, the boss that was in one of these boxes. I was like, why would they put that boss here? Like, it's just weird to me that they would use that boss, considering the fact that, A, I just fought that boss, and B, the reward's not that great. Like, you'd think if they're gonna make you fight a boss again, they would give you such a better reward. I don't know. And also, speaking of levels, which I've been talking a lot during this episode, a lot about, I thought about maybe doing, well, it's too late now, but I was like, man, maybe I should do the final tournament before I go beat the game. Just for the levels alone would be nice, because I know that's one thing that I did differently in an original playthrough of the game, was that I definitely did the final tournament, which I think makes a huge difference. By the way, I just noticed there's a ton of items that I should have used a long time ago from my stock, and that is... Wow, I've got a lot of cottages. I've got defense up, which you should always use defense ups, and I've got AP up, and you should also always use AP up, which, on that note, I also need to totally go through and re-equip all my, like, AP-style abilities before I go into the final battle, so hopefully I get a chance to do that. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now in case the game doesn't give me a chance, but I think they will. Alright, I'm all properly re-equipped now, so if the game does not give me a chance after whatever is about to happen to equip all my sweet abilities, I'll be good. But, you know what's funny is most of the... Oh, it's this guy again? Seriously? As though he was even going to be a challenge. I'm actually gonna straight up just cut this out, just because you've already seen me fight this boss 2 times. Holy fuck, honestly, after I re-equipped some of my abilities, I tore through that guy, like, easier than I've torn through him the previous 2 times. And I didn't even, like, level up in between the last time I fought him and this time. Just, there was a few... Since I haven't looked at my ability equips in a long time, there was definitely a few things that I was able to add that really changed up, like, the way I fought in general, and just, like, made me a battle beast. I wonder where that Ansem filler went. Dive into the most dangerous place and we'll find him. I don't know why that was the voice I just gave to Donald. Like, I've never given him a voice like that the entire time. Oh my gosh. Dude, this place is intense. It goes deep with lots of chests. Like, I feel as though you can choose to either, like, go through the top of this, or, like, delve way down and get all the fucking, like, deeply hidden chests. Like, look at this shit. Let's just dive in here. Chestville, USA, and all you have to do is dive deep into the depths. Oh, but it's Drilg. Who wants any gummy pieces at this point in the game? I guess some people are probably like, I can't wait to get back on the gummy ship and do some more... Whoa. Well, I guess that's probably where Ansem is, but I want to go get all the fucking chests here. There look to be a ton of them. Or at least from the angle I was at way up at the top, I saw what appeared to be very many chests, and there doesn't appear to be enemies, but I bet they probably didn't put too many enemies up here just because they knew that you were going to be having to try to fight them at, like, oh no, no! I guess I lost my chance at getting that chest by fucking falling like a dumbski. Oh, there's... The webbing shit is ladders. Is there more webbing shit around here? Is there more spider webs? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna miss out on all the freaking chests before I fight Ansem. It's a sad life. Oh, there's a chest. Look at that. I'm not gonna miss all the chests. I'll still get a few, no matter how stupid you are. That's the lesson that you should learn in life, kids. No matter how dumb you've been, there's always a few chests. Whenever God makes you miss a chest, he gives you another chest. But since God doesn't exist, that's not actually true. I really do want to get all these chests. I don't even know why. Because, you know why? It's because I want all the gummy ship pieces, because I can't wait for this stupid Ansem fight to be over, so I can get back on the fucking gummy train. That's why. Oh, can I make this? Oh, I probably could have if I had... Yes! I was like, if I had been less dumb right off the bat, I could probably make it, but... It doesn't matter, because, yeah, I can't make it to here now. Oh, wait. Can I cheat the system? Ugh. Yes, I totally can. I don't know if you were intended to be able to do that, but... You know what? Whoa! I am so glad that I did that! Please say this is better than Donald's current shit weapon. Oh, sexy! And look, Violetta. Mage's staff looks extra dumb. Violetta looks kinda cool. Fucking meteor strike! Metal. Where does Goofy's meteor strike? Look at they're still trying to figure out what kind of fucking wizardry I did. They're like, how did you get up there, Sora? We can't make the damn badass jumps like you because we weren't made from fucking a forge of demons. And I'm like, well, I was made from a forge of demons. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Any jump I can have any jump in this room. All I have to do is say the word. Seriously, poor Goofy. He's not gonna get another weapon, I don't think. Although, Goofy, I'm pretty sure, got a sweet weapon if I'm not... Oh, there's a... Maybe that's... I doubt it. There is a box, and maybe it's a weapon, but I'm highly doubtful of this fact right now. Alright. Goofy weapon? Nope. Full Life G! That probably... It's a piece that if you put it on your gummy ship, it probably does some crazy shit. I think if you go touch the ground here, there's enemy battles, but I care not for enemy battles. I care for this save point. And man, you know, just for good spacing, because I don't know what's coming up, I think I'm going to end this episode right here. And in the next episode, I'm going to be heading down into that hole and seeing what the hell's going on.